Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to build a fun little project using just HTML, CSS and JavaScript. We will create a flashy lamp control panel. We will be able to turn different colored these lamps. We can toggle each one or make each one flashy. We can stop it, and also we can toggle all lamps to flash together and stop these lamps. First, I prepare Visual Studio Code and I make three files: index.html, style CSS, and app.js. Also, I create README, and this file you can find all the steps and explanation for everything. First, I'll put Visual Studio Code and open a new tab, and I will go live to open this live server, and after creating the folder we will start with HTML file. In HTML I type exclamation mark then tab to create this one, and also here I will connect the CSS, so we can type link CSS and tab, and make sure that the href style CSS is the same name like style CSS. And at the end I add the script app.js, the JavaScript file, so we can load everything. We back to README file. We can change the title. In the title I will add Disco lamp panel. The title will appear here instead of document, so we can change it so it will be Disco lamp panel, and when we save it will appear here in the local host. First I want to show you the structure of the project. We will create h1 as a title, and after that a button which will control all the lamps, and every lamp it will be a div, and we will style it with CSS to make it round, and we create button for toggle each lamp and button to flash each lamp. So I will start by adding the h1 in the body, and it appears here, but there is no style, so we'll style later. And after that I will add the button with ID flash all button, and I will add on click. So this button, when we click it by using on click, we will call the JavaScript function toggle flash all, and this function will either start or stop flashing all the lamps at once. Also, we add this ID flash all button, which will let us to change the button text later from JavaScript. So I will copy and paste it under the title. So this is a button. When we click it, nothing happened because we didn't implement JavaScript function yet, but we will add it and see what will happen. Next step, we will add this code. We will create a div with class lampGrid. These classes we will use it to style everything. After this div, we'll add inside it a div with class block. So let's break down this code. First, div class lamp grid. This wraps all the lamps in the flexible grid layout, and CSS will display them side by side and responsive for this lamp grid. And after that, we will add another div with class lamp block. This wrap a single lamp and its buttons. So this one will wrap the single lamp, this one, and the two buttons here. After that, we will add lamp and ID lamp1, this one. Class lamp and ID lamp. This div is the visual lamp, which we will style it to be a circle by CSS, and we will start it as off. And ID lamp1 allow JavaScript to find and control it. So let's add this code in the index.html and save it. So now here we have the toggle and the flash red. This one with class lamp doesn't appear because we didn't style it, but if we inspect it here, we can see in the body this one here. When we'll style it, it will appear as a lamp. Here, this line of code button, we use onClick also to toggle lamp, each lamp, and we add two parameters, lamp1 and red. When we click it, it runs the toggle lamp function, and we pass the lamp ID, lamp1, and its color red. So the function will open and close the lamp. Also, for flash lamp function, turn the flashing effect on and off for this specific lamp. It uses the same ID and color as input for the flash lamp here. And we will repeat this last step for 5 times to create more lamps. So I prepare the code here for different color lamp, like lamp 2, here's ID, and blue, green, yellow, and so on. So I will copy this one and add it in index.html inside the lamp grid. So inside this div, after this one, and when I save, I found here 6 colors from red, blue, green, and so on. After that, we make sure that we add the script app.js, which will load the JavaScript file where all your logic lives. It connects everything on the page so we can interact with the project. Now let's start to the step 2 and create a CSS file. CSS will style HTML and make it look nicer. First, we will target the body with font family sans serif and background white, color for the gray color, and we align all text center and add padding 20 pixels. So we open style CSS, add this, and when we save it, we found that it centered everything and add the styles. After that, we will style flash all button. The flash all button, this one, we will style it with the style, add padding with 10 pixel, 20 pixel, and margin button at the background color the text, and we will remove the border none, font size, and border radius 8 pixel. So now we found that it styles the flash all button, and here you can find every line and what it does if you want to read it. After this, we will add the hover effect for the flash button, so when you hover on it, the background will change to dark red. So it's turned from red to dark red here on hovering effect. And for lamp grid for this area, we will use the display flex and flex wrap. What flex wrap? At flex wrap, it let them move to a new row on smaller screen. So if it's smaller screen, it will make 2 rows or 3 rows, and we will justify this, the content center, and make a gap between them. So this is a gap, and if we decrease the screen, it change to 3 rows, and now 2 rows. This is why we use flex wrap. Now we will make the lamp block, this one here, which inside this div we can find the lamp and its button. We will make it flex, and we will make the flex direction is column, so we can find here a lamp and under that the buttons. So it's column lamp. We will style it so it will appear now, and toggle and the flash red, and let's make the lamp itself. Adding width and height, it will make it a square. Add the background transparent, and after that we will use the border radius 50%, which makes the squares round, so we make it a circle instead of square. Add the margin button, box shadow, and transition. This transition will make it smooth when we make any change. Finally, the lamps appear here as a circle with shadow. When we toggle the buttons, not working yet because we need to add JavaScript function, but we will finish styling first. Let's style the button itself by adding margin and padding, so for each button, and background color and border none. So we will make the border disappear, border radius also to make it better. Now we style the button itself. This styles here, glowing lamp states. We will use these classes to add the colors for each lamp when we toggle the button using JS. So when we click on the button toggle and flashing, what will happen? We will toggle it. The JavaScript add this style, this class, so it will appear the color background as red. So when we click the red, we will have a red and box shadow red. When we toggle the blue, also it will give us the color blue and the box shadow blue, and so on. So we'll copy these classes and each class for each lamp. It will not appear now because we didn't use JavaScript yet, but when we add the functions, everything will work. And now we finish the CSS, and next step we will start the JavaScript code. For JavaScript file, we will start add three variables let flashing as an object. This object keeps track of which lamps are flashing one by one. And flash interval, we will start it as a null. This one used to control flashing of all lamps at once. So when we click the flash all lamps, it's null, so we can see anything, but after that we will change it. And all lamps, we make an array for each lamp. And this one is a list of lamps IDs we will use here in HTML as ID lamp 6, lamp 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So here we will add all lamp ID so we can control it by making a loop, iterate over it, and control each lamp. So first we will copy and add these three variables in app.js. And after that we will start our functions. The first function is toggle lamp. This toggle lamp take two parameters, ID and color, as we will get every lamp by its ID. So we will use this line const lamp document.element by ID, where we can get the DOM, manipulate it, and get this one by ID. So if I want the red one, I have an ID here, lamp1, and when you check in index.html, you can find that the ID lamp1 it's red. So I will toggle the red by take the ID of lamp1 and so on. So we will get the element by ID, and first we will check to stop flashing if this lamp is already flashing. So if we get the flashing ID, so if we get this ID, so we will clear interval flashing ID and make the flashing ID equal null. So clear interval to remove the flashing light. After that we will turn lamp off if it's already on. So if lamp.classlist.contain on and color, we will return the lamp class name to lamp. Else we will add this class name lamp on plus color. In style CSS, if you remember, we add these colors. This is class lamp.on.red, lamp.on.blue, and so on. So here we will check if we can class name on, and this one as a dynamic to check the color. So if it's on in the red lamp case, it will be on dot as here, on dot lamp dot on red, on blue. So if the class contains this class, we will change it back to lamp, just the class lamp, to remove the color. If not, we will add it, so we can toggle it when we click the buttons. Let's add this function and check what will happen. And save it. Now let's check the toggle function. Now the toggle function is working for each lamp. We can open it and close it by adding the class and removing it with this function. Target this button, flash button, to make the lamp flash. For that, we will create the flash one lamp function, flash lamp, Also, we will add two parameter ID and color. Get the lamp by document.getLamp by ID, and we will check if flashing ID. To check the lamp, we will clear interval flashing ID and add a flashing ID null. Lamp.className equal lamp. So this one will turn it off. Else, we will start the flashing every 5 seconds. So we add the flashing ID equal set interval, this function in one of the JavaScript function, that we will make it flash every 5.5 seconds. We will add the color for each lamp. We can add the code now and test it. And start flash. Yes, first one's flashing, and second one, third one, and all of them flashing. And also we can stop them by clicking again. Now we will create a helper function. This function here, this one, it will choose from the different 6 color, get lamp color and take an index, and choose from these colors inside the array. And we will use this line here, colors index modulus color dot length. So make sure that if we pass the 6 lamps, the modulus, make sure we loop back to the start of the list. We will loop back, not we'll go and get the undefined. So we will add it in our app.js. And now we will go to create the toggle flash all, this function which will add it to the flash lamp button, and this one to toggle all the lamp. So first we will check if the flash interval, which will make it null at the beginning here as a variable. If you remember, this one flash interval, it's null, so there is no flashing. But first we have to check it, because when we click it will change. So we will check if this one not null, it's working. So we will stop all flashing by clear interval, the function of JavaScript built-in function. We will clear all interval and change the flash all interval to null again. Now we need to turn off all lamps to make sure that all lamps not working. So we will add all lamps.id for each. For each also it's a built-in function, just like a for loop, to iterate over the whole lamps using the ID, and we will get the document by ID at the class name lamp. So we will turn all lamps off. We will change the button text back from to flash all lamps by get document get element by ID and inner text to get this text, the flash all lamps. And when we toggle it, we will change it from flash all lamps to stop flashing. And to start flashing all lamps, we will make a variable that's on false, and we will change it from on to not. So we will use set interval and check if it's not flashing yet. We will start toggling all lamps on and off. This is the opposite, on and opposite. So we'll toggle all lamps on and off every 0.5 seconds. So all lamps, look for each, also use for each loop, add ID and index, and check the color. and if it's on, we will add lamp on and the color. If it's not, we will, this is a class name, lamp.class name. If it's on, we will add lamp on the color for the each lamp, else we will just make the lamp class lamp. So if flashing is already happening, we will stop it and turn off all lamps. If not flashing yet, we will start toggling all lamps on and off every 500 milliseconds. The on variable helps switch between on and off each time, and the button text here we will change to stop flashing, and also we toggle it again to flash all lamps. So let's check this one, copy and edit on our JavaScript file app.js, and now we can check this button and it's working, and here stop flashing. When we stop it, all the stop and change the inner text to flash all button, and when we add it, start again, it start flashing. And that's it. You have built a fully working lamp control panel with glowing effects and flashing animation using only HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing. I will be posting more beginner-friendly coding projects, one every week. Thanks for watching and happy coding.